Okay, guys, you're watching me, Nikki, you also known as Facelesstrader, and today it's June 16, 2020. I'm here to discuss your global market updates. June 16, 2020 is actually a day after the strongest, I would say, one of the strongest bull markets in in US. This is the shortest bear market in history and probably one of the starts of a bull market. We're seeing that overall, like all of my watch lists from about cloud names, video games, education names, your e-commerce names, even the gambling names have bottomed out. The reopening theme and the COVID theme, all of it is really strong. As you could see from my watch list, Fastly last night up 11%. Teladoc Health up 10%, Zoom Video another all-time high. These are all-time highs. Fastly, Teladoc, Zoom Video, Shopify 805, Bilibili 6% up, Pintuotuo 6% up, ZTO 5% up, FC 5% up, C Limited about to cross the triple-digit mark, $97 4% up, Datadog, video games, electronic arts, e-commerce, Mercado Libre. Some consumer staples are also, even if consumer staples, they are also rising 2 to 3%. Conagra, Kellogg's, Nvidia, JD is still all-time highs. Even like some names that are in the bottom side, Teledentistry, Smile Direct, 2% up. Activision and Netflix, 2% up. So yeah, let's discuss each one of these names. You've even got, so from you're seeing everything rise, even from the reopening standpoint. We're seeing GAN and Gamble rise about 14% up last night. Penn National Gaming up 6%. Scientific Games also bottoms out. When you look at about the value names, value meaning your laggards, these laggards are also rising last night. You could see that some energy names, some home builders, Lennar, Earthstone Energy, OYI, these are your bad group. These are the bad group. Even the financials, Goldman Sachs up 2%. We're seeing the airlines starting to bottom out. You could see airlines started with a low of about 33, closing at about 36. That's a 10% upswing move. Your Delta Airlines started 28, upswing move to $30. So in general, last night I would say that the USA went open down but closed up. Very, very strong moves. You could see it from the homepage, Finviz. I'm gonna show you. So it was really a strong move from about 24.8 to about 25.8. That's a 1,000 point rally for Dow Jones. Nasdaq 9.4 to 9.7, the strongest Nasdaq move. S&P 2.9 to 3.1. All the shorts really had to cover if they were thinking that the market was gonna fall. Some news for you to know, of course, last night Shopify started the market open with a strong move. It was up 4% pre-market. Shopify partners with Walmart, and a lot of the analysts have upgraded their Shopify targets from about 740 to 850. The Shopify Walmart partnership. In a blog post, Walmart announced that it's joining forces with Shopify to open the Walmart marketplace. This integration with Shopify will focus on US-based small and medium enterprises whose assortment complements ours and have a track record of exceeding customers' expectations. We are excited to be able to offer customers an expanded assortment while also giving the small businesses the access to the surging traffic on Walmart.com. So this is really in competition with Amazon's marketplace. The integration will allow Shopify sellers to list their items on Walmart.com. Walmart intends to onboard 1,200 sellers this year. This is a win for your small and business entrepreneurs, and it's a win for Walmart, who even if Walmart didn't rally there and Shopify went up, take a look that Walmart here at about 116 might be picked up on this news. Now, let's take a look, of course, in the strongest names. I said that your online education names really rallied hard. Last night, we were buying some Chegg. Chegg had been a buying area here at about 57 and 58. We are seeing supports here at about 57.50, gap up on great earnings here. Any supports at about 57.50 to 55 is a strong opportunity to enter an online education name. For those who are not aware, some online education names went gap ups and it's really strong. Yota was a pick of mine at about 14, continue stronger. 14, 17, buying area 20 higher. There were really a lot of resistance before at 29, but it looks like last night's move of Yotao is a definitive move that online education is here to stay. For those who don't know, Yotao is a Chinese company spun off in NetEase by NetEase. NetEase, of course, is one of the biggest distributors of online gaming in China. So NetEase is the number two. Number one, of course, is your Tencent. As you could see, while the US market has been dropping, NetEase was consolidating here at about 400 to 420. We noticed the strength of a lot of Chinese names. Let me just show you a few Chinese names that we are looking at. Of course, I said Baozun and Baidu is something that I've been looking at from a fundamental and a trading perspective. These are names that Okay, guys, I'm back. Let me try again. So I got disconnected. Sorry. I was discussing Chinese education names. So yesterday, online education as a group was very hot. There was GSX. GSX broke out that 45 made an all-time high. That was a 20% move for the day. You've got Yotao, another Chinese online education name, also breaking out of that 27 and all-time highs at about 30. Me personally, I entered an online education name, but in the US, so Chegg, short for chicken and egg, so it's Chegg. There is a good support here at about 57.50 to 59. This is an online education play. Now, I was saying that Chinese names as a group seems to be doing well. Baidu, we've put a buy report here at about 96. Also made a buy report when the Chinese was being delisted. They were saying that it was going to be delisted. We weren't scared of Baidu as they had a backup plan that if they were delisted in Nasdaq, they would always be in Hong Kong anyway. So we like this for the self-driving. You could really go to our classes to know individual in-depth companies that we are covering. But Baidu, I think, is a long-term uptrend. It has bottomed out here at about 83, higher low at 95, higher low at 105. Some temporary resistance 120, but eventually you should go to about 140 above. Names that we really are liking, of course, these are names that some of us already have it. So it's really more of a holding on stage right now. Those who were those who got out, though, are still waiting for a dip as Fastly went all-time highs last night, about 52. You could see the all-time high move yesterday of Zoom Video, DocuSign, sign another all-time high. In general, your cloud names have been breaking out to the moon. Some names we like, we've been buying this last night. StoneCo, we bought somewhere at 25, bought again at 30. Any dips here at 35, we bought last night. Close at about 37. Any drops we think are muted, as this is continuously going to help the processing payments, a fintech play in Brazil. Definitely, if you are fond of Square, we are seeing that it is this drop that we like is just us wanting to buy lower, but definitely the market is so strong, no pullbacks. So as we saw last night, given the strength of the market, a lot of us we're betting on some esports betting names. Of course, Gamble was up 15% last night. Any drops here at about 6 below would be seen as a buying area. GAN also up 17%. This is a software casino, the software as a service play for your casino. So this is a strong move. This is the number one holding in your sports betting ETF, which is from Roundhill, which is Bets. So Roundhill Sports Betting, the same thing. They launched last week. Rally, drop, pullback, correction is over. So it looks like another move up. In general, what else? We've bought a lot of names. So some sectors that are very much with a good risk reward. Take a look at Nordstrom. You've got a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yesterday was the sixth buying opportunity, nearing at about 17. So we like these types of retest near the low. So buy low, sell high at about 21 to 24 for Nordstrom. Also the same for Macy's. We are seeing that so your reopening theme, there was a support here at about $5. Some billionaire was buying all the shares, about 5% stake. We are seeing a higher low at about 6, with the market generally rising last night. We are seeing some bargain hunting here at about 7 for Macy's. It is true for all non-essential products. Funko was bargain hunted last night at about $6, closing at 6.30. They give you the Black Swan event trade. The risk reward ratio is with you, favorable. When I look at my portfolio, it looks like, generally speaking, the market really bottomed out yesterday for the US. So it's likely that some people would trim after that 12% move. I myself had to trim about on that 20% move of GAN. GAN went 20% from about 17 to 21. So yeah, that's more than 20% in just 2 days. I would say some people might take profits, but very resilient. I'd say even take profit would be limited here at about 1865. What else am I looking at? Yeah, so video games as a sector was very much doing well. EA continues stronger. Activision. So in some video games, we are seeing that it's just continuously an uptrend channel. YY also broke out. You could see that there was a breakout here. Your Joy Inc., the owner of Huya and Douyu, they want to merge Huya and Douyu, and that would be beneficial for these names. Huya gets a buy rating for me here at about 16, even at 17, should be doing well. Douyu also picking up. As you could see, buying report here, buying area here, continuously going up. There's more buying signals in the US rather than sell signals, which really tells you that corrections are healthy. They are being bought by the market. Yeah, so some of the names that I've been looking at from a risk reward standpoint, Scientific Games. So I'm actually been waiting to buy somewhere lower, but the market is very strong. So it looks like this is the correction over maybe that 14 level is your support. Seeing a support for Scientific Games here at 14. The close at about 15.60, any drop at about $15 is a chance to buy here on these names. Some low volatility instruments that I'm looking at as well is AT&T. So AT&T, Conagra, Kellogg. So yeah, I like the names, these names for my dividend picks. Hasbro as well. So you could see that these dividend names have also been picking up. Hasbro here, I'm buying somewhere here at 72 for a reversal. This is a 3% yield for a dividend pick in the US. So yeah, in general, we are seeing a lot of bullish action in the USA. It looks like correction is over. The Portnoy top, the healthy correction has already happened. As you could see that all the airlines in general have been bullishly rising as well. See, after the correction, rising for Delta Airlines, same for Boeing Airlines. After the correction, buying signal there. So it wasn't. It's actually quite shallow. The correction has been shallow. So I do believe that it will go back up to about 214 to 243. So even your quote unquote frauds have been giving buy signals yesterday. You could see that lock in after dropping to about 6 got supported at 340, 350 last night at about $4. Some people are picking it up. So quite the previous resistance becomes the support. Looks like that for these names. Okay, so really the market is very risk on at the moment. Thank you guys. Bye bye.